Hey, thanks for joining us. You may have heard of the saying, if you have the choice to be right or to be kind, always choose to be kind, which is why Colette is joining me and chatting about how we can raise kind kids.
Yeah, so I know I've spoken about character and happiness on the show before, but really I think in the West we chase happiness in the sense that for us happiness is about accumulation and power and what we can get, and that often can lead to unkind behaviour. Not always, but it can. And I think
we're thinking of our ego.
Yeah, and what we can get for ourselves rather than looking out. And what's fascinating is there's a study done by Harvard. It's called there's a project called the Make Caring Common project. And they looked at kindness and gratitude in children, and they asked children what their parents value. And the children actually say that their parents value their academic success higher than kindness. Yet the parents will say, no, we value kindness. And what's interesting is I think sometimes as parents we're not walking the talk. We're telling our children, we want you to be kind, but we're making them pursue academic excellence and all these other things
at all costs.
Yes.
Do your best.
Yeah.
And that can be twisted with maybe becoming more selfish.
Yeah, and not that those things are bad, but it's all about what can I get. And so I think, you know, as parents, it's about modelling to our children what does kindness look like? What are we showing our children that looks like in our home? Are we reaching out to elderly neighbours? Are we reaching out to other people in our lives? Are we putting aside things that we might want right now for somebody else, to care for somebody else or for somebody else's happiness in that moment?
So it's important to practice what we're preaching to our kids and to tell them to be kind, to encourage that from a young age.
Absolutely. But I don't think it's kindness at all costs. We also need to be careful because I talk about raising children who are both know that they are love-worthy, so they are worthy of being treated with respect and kindness themselves, but also children who are love-able, so reaching out. If we only teach one or the other, we risk having children who believe that they are always love-able but don't see their own worth. We risk them being exploited. And so we need to just be careful that we don't say to children, well, you need to be kind even though you're being in an abusive relationship. And so if a child is...
That's so important, because I feel like as a parent, I tell my children, always be kind. We're kind girls.
Yes.
Mum raised you to be kind. But if another child is not so kind to them, do they stick around and just keep being kind to this person? Or you know, because I have said to them, no, these people are not your peeps.
Yes.
You do not roll with these peeps. So how do we teach our kids to stand up for themselves and not be a doormat, but also display kind traits still at the same time?
So I think we can still teach our children to be polite. So some of us as adults might have bosses who aren't kind and we're still polite. But abuse is a different thing. And if a child is being bullied or abused, then we teach them assertiveness, we teach them to move away from those people, and we go to places where you're safe. But in general, kindness is the principle that we are instilling in our children. Reach out to the marginalised, look at those who are left out, put aside things for your siblings, of yourself for your siblings on certain days. That's kind.
Thank you so much, Colette. And there you have it. Choose to be kind.